Good morning. It's another chilly 8:30 broadcast, well 20 past 8ish. Just been in and done my registration, got my race number and stuff for the day, and just about to get my final bits of kit sorted, get my lovely trail shoes back on for the third day in a row. I'm quite looking forward to wearing some normal shoes on Monday. I've just had another quick look at the course map for the day. Stupidly looked at the elevation for the day. It's pretty brutal. Probably the worst of the 3 days actually. Looks like it's going to be pretty tricky, sort of the first half in particular, really hard work. That's probably not the worst thing in the world, at least gives something to focus on, and if it's anywhere near as pretty as yesterday was, then yesterday afternoon was so good that it was a nice distraction. So hopefully that'll keep me going. Had a quick chat with a few people this morning. Everyone's feeling pretty much the same as I am, very stiff, very tired. I mean, I'm not sure, do I always look this old? I feel pretty old at the moment, probably worse than I did on the start on day one. But I'm quite looking forward to it in a way. At least I know today there's no more after it. I just want to get out there on the hills now, get myself going, but it's probably not going to start till about 10:30, I think, by the time the minibuses have dropped us off. They drop us off where we finished yesterday, so starting from Lulworth Cove and heading east on the coast from there. I'll try and set my GPS so that people can track me if they want to, but if not, then I'll blend this lot together tonight like I've done the others, and hopefully get it up this evening. Hope everyone's having a good day and slightly more chilled out Sunday than I will be. Cheers.
Give you my email address. Then I'd have to type it in there.
Right, very belated 2 3/4 hours in, just on a half marathon, so actually that's not too bad. I'm just going up the most horrendous staircase in the world, having just come down what I thought was the most horrendous staircase in the world. Going okay, tight hamstrings, tired obviously, but doing all right. 3 hours 40 now, 16.8 miles, so not doing too badly, sort of 3.5, 4 miles an hour I guess, something like that, which is pretty hard in this. I'd have been happy with that at the start today. I'm very happy with that distance. I don't know what time I'll end up finishing today because I am feeling goose now. I'll get back in about an hour, hopefully around 19-20 miles. Okay, 4 hours 55 in. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. It's pretty breezy down here. This is Swanage that I'm in now. See the beach behind me. So 4 hours 55. I've done 21.5 miles. Got a little bit lost a bit further back, so probably added about half a mile, but that's not the end of the world. I say it's not the end of the world, it feels the end of the world. I'm absolutely knackered. Looks like about 10k to go before the finish. So what's that in real money? It's about 11k I think, so in real money, what, 7.5 miles? So yet again, we're looking at a 28-29 mile day. Fortunately, only one more hill to go in theory. It's a biggie. Yeah, that big headland there. I've got to go around that. Get that one done, and then it's pretty much downhill from there, apparently. Other than running along a beach, which is sandy, so that'll be fun. Yeah, I went through a really low patch about an hour ago,
really low actually. But the last checkpoint I stopped in at and actually sat down, had 10 minutes. Made a phone call to Claire. Didn't get an answer because she's in Pizza Express having played netball, but to be honest, just to release and you know, take my mind off it for a bit was important. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get to the end. It's not going to be any sort of record, that's for damn sure. But if I can get there in, I don't know, 6.5 to 7 hours, I'd be so chuffed. Starting to get to that stage where I'm a bit emotional. Sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. Anyone who came to my wedding will know that that happens far too often for someone like me, but at the same time I don't have a lot of choice about it and I'm knackered, so getting emotional is unsurprising. Right, hopefully I'll check in an hour, and if not, at the finish. Okay, 6 hours, and as you can see, I'm on a beach again. Don't worry, it is a different one. I've done alright in that last hour. Just gone over the official marathon mark. So that's really good, 26.3 miles. I think there's still about 2.5 to go. So it's a bit of a slog, but it looks like I might get in somewhere around 6.5, 6:40. If I can get in 6:40, which is half an hour slower than yesterday, which was half an hour slower than the day before, to basically lose a minute a mile per day, I'll be ecstatic. I couldn't have hoped for more than that ever. I am starting to get, as you can tell, starting to get that happy buzz of being near the end. I've met a few great people today. Had a good section early on with Charles, who I met on the first day as well. Who's done some ridiculous 70 odd mile run along this route in the past. He was really helpful today because he knew where he was going, frankly. Knew where he was going, knew where we should accelerate, where we should slow down. And a nice guy too, so he was really good at sort of supporting me through. So that has been brilliant. And now I'm at the stage where I'm getting passed by the quick runners. But I'm still leaving a few behind, so I'm happy, I'm very happy. I'm exhausted, my legs are ruined, but I'm going to make it, and that's all that counts really. I'll do another final video at the end, but what a feeling to be on this beach with that beautiful sea, that gorgeous sea at this time of the evening. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Right, 6 hours, 29 minutes, and I am done in more ways than one. But in the most important way, I have the proof. I am exhausted, absolutely ruined. The last bit of that was all along the beach. Some of it got pretty soft sand, so it was hard, but around with a nice guy, it sort of kept each other going, which was really nice. I managed to get a bit of a sprint on it. Well, it wasn't a sprint, I would never call it a sprint any day other than today. I managed to get a run on at the end, up a bit of a sand dune, across a bridge and to the finish line, and yeah, I'm done, I'm finished. This has been probably the hardest challenge I've done, actually. I've done some bonkers things in the past. I did Hadrian's Wall back in 2010 when I had no fitness, hadn't been training, was injured, and that was hard, that was definitely hard, but I always entered that thinking that I couldn't run much of it, so it was a bit different. I've then done various ultras, a few marathons, and they've been tough, they've been really tough, but getting up each day and getting out and doing this again, it's so hard, it is so hard. I'm really hoping it's good preparation for the ultra in June, because I'm hoping that can't be any harder than this has been. You can see from my face, I am tired, I am dehydrated, I have been struggling to get the calories in, but I've made it, and I made it in 6.5 hours. So I couldn't be any happier with that. I really couldn't. To get 28.5 miles done today in that time is more than I could have hoped for. So I'm really happy. I'm gonna cheers, Tom. Well done, mate. This is one of the lads I ran with on day 2. I couldn't be happier. I'm gonna get back to the B&B. I had really hoped to get in the car, head up north tonight, and be there for Isla and Claire in the morning. But that's not going to happen. There's no way I'm driving tonight. I'd be a hazard to myself and everybody else on the road. So I'm going to get back to the B&B. Tonight I think I do deserve a beer. I'm going to chill out, try and get my legs to work again, and head up north tomorrow, early doors, ready for a day of work. Marvellous. Hope everyone's had a better Sunday than this, but I guarantee you've not felt as satisfied as I do right now. Cheers.